I've been loving this rainy weather lately. How nice has that been?
Well, yeah, we had a lot of echoes over Southern California and the Coachella Valley over the past 24 hours. A lot of it was virga, maybe a sprinkle here or there, and I'll show you that coming up in the the up weather coming up in just a few minutes. Also, we have a chance of rain in Southern California today, but we're going to see lots of clouds, and the humidity levels will be up there too. Yeah, lots to talk about again, including the tropics. I'll have that forecast for you in minutes.
Yeah, you've been a busy guy. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Thanks, Jerry. Our top story this morning: the 20th annual Peace Day Award ceremony was held Sunday at the Miracle Springs Resort in Desert Hot Springs. Cathedral City Council member Rita Lamb served as a featured speaker at the ceremony. The event has taken place annually since 2006 and creates opportunities for people, organizations, and nations for practical acts of peace.
This year I was able to introduce a wonderful woman, and her name is Stephanie Manasis, and she is a producer and director of Zen Film Productions, and she has put together this wonderful documentary really highlighting and focusing in on veterans of World War II who, because of the benevolence and kindness and peaceful heart of the enemy, were able to live and prosper and play it forward.
This year's Global Peace Day theme was Act Now for a Peaceful World, Cultivating a Culture of Peace. The City of Indian Wells is proud to continue their role as presenting sponsor of the Epson Tour Championship. The elite professional women's golf tournament is October 2nd through the 5th. It's the final stop of the Epson Tour right here in the Coachella Valley, with a field of 108 athletes competing for a $250,000 prize. Several top finishers will earn their LPGA cards for the 2026 season.
The Valley lost the Dinah Shore, or the ANA, last year, and so it's nice to have the ladies back in our valley to compete. Yeah, as the host course and host facility, it's such an honor to have such quality golf and to work with the Epson Tour. They're really on their game, and they host this event just like an LPGA Tour event. It's really fun to work with, and the competition has been great so far.
Tickets are now on sale and can be purchased at EpsonTourChampionship.com. The Palm Springs Police Department is hosting a blood drive tomorrow, September 23rd. It'll be located at Police Department's Training Center on South Civic Drive in Palm Springs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And as a thank you gift, each donation earns donor store points that can be redeemed for virtual prepaid MasterCards and live stream gear. You can find out more by visiting our website on NBCPalmSprings.com. In case you missed it over the weekend, there's a new addition to the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens coming soon. A new baby giraffe was born there earlier this month. The zoo revealed the news on Sunday, though she was born a few weeks prior on September 7th. She's part of the zoo's species survival plan, and at the moment she's still learning to adapt to her habitat. We spoke with some experts about her arrival.
Giraffes are currently experiencing a silent extinction in the wild, so we're very excited to have a giraffe calf born here at the Living Desert. She's part of the species survival plan, so they are helping keep a nice, healthy, genetic population of giraffes in human care. Our calf is still exploring the habitat and getting comfortable. Mom's bringing her out as she gets a little more adventurous, so we'd love to invite people to come out here and see our calf as she gets a little more time on our habitat and gets a chance to explore.
We're excited to see more of the new calf, and her name reveal will be in the near future. Get ready, later today, Acrisure Arena has a big announcement to make about its string of amazing performances and events coming to the Valley starting next week. From Paul McCartney next Monday all the way to the Firebirds kickoff on October 10th. They have quite a few things going on, so you should keep an eye out for that. Again, the announcement will be later today on our midday show, so stay tuned. The city of Cathedral City and the Cathedral City Senior Center celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with a lively block party on Saturday. City leaders say the celebration not only highlighted Hispanic culture through music, food, and entertainment, but also connected locals with valuable community resources. NBC Palm Springs' Kai Beach has a story for us.
De Sol de México. Así que un fuerte aplauso This is happening here in Cathedral City because we're a majority Latino community. It's important to celebrate our diversity and be inclusive and make sure that we have a welcoming opportunity to celebrate what is a month-long celebration for Hispanic Heritage Month. Hi, I'm Ryan Hunt. I'm the Communications and Events Manager for the City of Cathedral City. We're celebrating our Hispanic Heritage Month festival and block party. It's a resource fair. First time we've really done anything like this, which is really cool. Being a majority Latino community here in Cathedral City, we thought it was really important to celebrate our heritage.
Hi, my name is Laura Butrez, and I work for Cathedral City Senior Center, and I'm the People Experience Manager. Our purpose here is we brought a lot of different resources so they can get all the information that all the families they need. It makes me feel amazing because I'm part of the Spanish, and all the things that they have to do, it's amazing to be part of it. Every year we want to celebrate the Spanish Heritage of the Month, and if maybe next year we can do it more bigger, it will be much better, wonderful.
And that was our Kai Beach reporting. We're going to head back outside. Here's a live look from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. There you see some of the lingering clouds from over the weekend. Jerry says more wet weather may be on the way. Jerry?
Well, looking at radar over the past 24 hours, looks like we got a lot of rain over the Coachella Valley, but a lot of it was virga, never reached the ground. A couple sprinkles here or there over the past 24 hours. The only significant totals we picked up were maybe a little bit of rain at around 5 o'clock this morning and 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. They picked up a little over 1/10 of an inch at the airport. But yeah, just sprinkles with all that radar action. 79 degrees in Palm Springs, light winds, 43% relative humidity at the moment. Temps include 65 degrees at Joshua Tree, 29 Palm 70, 77 degrees at Clouds at Desert Hot Springs, 73 Indio, 70 at Cabazon, 67 at Banning. And we have a lot of moisture there, but it's going to be hit and miss as far as showers in Southern California. Tropical moisture being pulled up over the southwest, mostly over Arizona. It'll be humid today with mostly cloudy skies. And as far as radar right now, well, not a whole lot going on. You got to look to the south and east of us, a train of storms moving their way from Mexico into parts of Arizona, Imperial County, getting some scattered showers right now. As far as dew points, they'll be in the 50s today, a touch of humidity out there with temps that'll stay around that 100-degree mark, 97 degrees in Palm Springs, 100 degrees at Palm Desert, 99 Indian Wells. Comfort Air 3-day, 102 tomorrow. We'll see a little more sunshine, still clouds moving in and out of the area, and yeah, a little humidity with that too. 101 on Wednesday with sticky conditions. Full forecast into the weekend on the way.
All right, Jerry, thanks. Well, it's time now for Dish Detective in partnership with local restaurant reviewers Dining with the Davids. They show you a video of some of the top dishes of a local restaurant and you guess the restaurant. It's on our Instagram page, NBC Palm Springs. If you guess the restaurant right, you're entered into a drawing for a $100 gift card for that restaurant. Last week's restaurant was Luchador Brewing in Cathedral City. Let's see if you can crack this case. Take a look.
It's the week of September 22nd, and it's time to play Dish Detective. We've got 3 mystery dishes from a secret spot in the Coachella Valley. Think you know where they're from? Tag the restaurant in the comments by Thursday at noon for a chance to win a $100 gift card to this restaurant. The answer and the winner will be revealed on the Friday morning newscast on NBC Palm Springs. Ready, gumshoes? First, local dates wrapped in bacon, stuffed with blue cheese, and spiked with harissa. It's sweet, salty, and spicy. A fiery little 3-way worth bragging about. Next, a Jadori half chicken with broccolini, black barbecue sauce, and frisee. It's smoky, tangy, and crisp. A harmony of flavors on one plate. And for dessert, a sweet potato cheesecake with graham cracker crust, torched marshmallow, and caramel drizzle. So if you're ready to turn this mystery into a menage-a-trois of taste, triumph, and a touch of temptation, drop your guess in the comments, and remember, to be eligible, you must follow both Dining with the Davids and NBC Palm Springs. Until then, keep your fork sharp and your guesses sharper.
Ooh, you can find that video on our Instagram page, NBC Palm Springs. You have until noon Thursday to guess it right. And as David mentioned, don't forget to tag the restaurant you think it is and need to follow both Dining with the Davids and NBC Palm Springs to qualify. We'll reveal the winner on our Friday morning newscast. Good luck, detectives. We have another little game we like to play here at NBC Palm Springs. It's called Where in the Valley, where we show you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley and you guess where it is. So let me show you this photo. Take a look. Have you been here? This looks slightly familiar. You'll have some time to think about it. We're going to reveal this location at the end of our broadcast. I'll give you a small hint before we get there, so stay tuned. Coming up next on your morning news, the 2025 Morongo Thunder and Lightning Powwow kicks off this Friday. I sit down with event organizers to talk about what makes it so special. That's next. But later, we've got new details about the upcoming TikTok deal that could be made right here in the United States and how that'll affect your platform on TikTok. That's coming up. Let's head outside and take a live look, this time at our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Lots of cloud cover out there to start the week. Jerry's going to break down your full 7-day forecast straight ahead.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
One of the region's most popular Native American cultural celebrations is almost here. The 2025 Morongo Thunder and Lightning Powwow kicks off on Friday, September 26th on California Native American Day and runs through the weekend at the Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. This free, family-friendly gathering will showcase Native dancers, powerful drum groups, traditional arts and crafts, and delicious food, all while celebrating the rich culture heritage of the Morongo Band of Mission Indians and indigenous communities from across the continent. Joining us now to share what visitors can look forward to at the Morongo Powwow is Maria Lorenzo, Morongo's cultural events coordinator, and Mark Levinson, a cultural heritage language specialist from the Morongo Band of Mission Indians. Welcome to both of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
So, Maria, for those who have never walked into a traditional powwow, what is the experience like?
It is definitely an experience. It's a place where we have dancers from all over come join us. It's pretty much like a family reunion. So everybody's gathering together, and it's a time for us to share our culture with the public, not only just California tribal culture, but dances and stories from across the nation. And it's a time to bring everybody together as one big family.
Now, Mark, this falls on Native American Day. Why is this so meaningful for the Morongo Band of Mission Indians?
I would say it's important because we have the opportunity to share the Native culture with the public. And what a better way to do it than on California Indian Day, because we are sharing not only indigenous culture from across the country, but everyone has a chance to see bird singing, which is indigenous to our specific region of Southern California. So I think it's an important day to celebrate, not only across the country, but specifically in the Palm Springs desert region.
Bird singing. So tell me a little bit more about that.
So bird singing is one of the traditional styles. So it's not music's not made with drums. It's made with rattles. So it's a beautiful, different style that I encourage everybody to come out and see.
That is so cool. What else can people expect when they come to the powwow?
They expect a lot of vendors. We are expecting over 100 different vendors, from craft vendors, and of course, my favorite being the food vendors. And you cannot go with a powwow without getting a fry bread or Indian taco. Those are an absolute staple and must for a powwow experience.
What do you hope this event brings to the broader community?
I think just general knowledge that we're still here. I know everybody thinks, oh, teepees and natives are from a long time ago and they're just in storybooks, but it's a way for us to showcase that we are still here and get to share our culture with them. And there's a lot of stereotypes out there, so just a chance for them to come ask questions.
Wonderful. So let's remind people it's September 26th through the 28th, and they can show up. It's free for anybody who wants to attend. And it's at the Morongo Casino right off the 10 freeway, correct? The one we see as we drive down the 10.
Yes, right off the freeway, so it's easy to get to. And like you did mention, it is free, and it is fun for the whole family. So we encourage all families to come together. And if you've never been to a powwow, definitely come during grand entries. We'll have 4 grand entries throughout the whole weekends, and the grand entry is when you see, it's pretty much a parade of colors. You see all the dancers from my little favorite Tiny Tots all the way to our senior golden age, who they're showing their style, and then they're teaching the young ones to make sure that the culture, the songs, the dances continue.
Thank you both for being here, and good luck with the event.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be right back.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBC Palm.
Checking all the clouds overhead right now in our Agua Caliente Casino cam. It was kind of a different weekend. I mean, Saturday and Sunday were complete opposites. Saturday we had all sunshine, Sunday all clouds. And yesterday, because of the clouds, 92 was all we could muster for high. 100 degrees are normal in Palm Springs, and today will be a little bit below normal, close to normal in some areas. Anyway, 65 degrees at Yucca Valley, 75 right now at Thousand Palms, a cloudy 79 at the airport. Winds under 10 miles an hour shouldn't be a problem all day today with those winds. They'll stay light. You can see a stream of moisture moving its way from the Pacific Ocean over Southern California into Arizona. And a little bit of rain falling under some of those clouds. A lot of virga like yesterday. Checking out our radar, nothing happening over the Coachella Valley, but got some action moving its way towards San Diego County right now. Again, it's moving its way to the northeast over Southern California. And then we have a thicker band of clouds moving the way over Imperial County, and that moves into Arizona. Thunderstorms associated with that storm, associated from Flagstaff all the way down to northwest Mexico right now. That's where the bulk of the moisture will be. It'll be warm and a little sticky here today as tropical moisture is funneled up over the southwest today. 96 to 100 degrees under mostly cloudy skies today. Future precipitation, checking one of the computer models here. You can see the timestamp there, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Just a few sprinkles basically are possible over the valley today, and the biggest chance of rain, at least in our area, will be over mountains, but not a whole heck of a lot of precipitation. Southeast end of the valley could get maybe a few sprinkles. That's what the ensemble forecast says. Nothing really for the valley. Low hundredths of an inch, if anything at all, at the southeast end. 97 degrees, kind of like the last couple of days, below normal numbers for some areas, like Palm Springs forecast high. 100 degrees at Palm Desert under mostly cloudy skies. Low 90 San Gorgonio Pass. Overnight lows in the mid to upper 70s tonight under clouds. Hot and humid tomorrow, 95 to 99. We'll see some clouds around the area. Actually, I have to adjust that because I think it'll be a little hotter, but maybe a couple sprinkles down to the south, but no rain Tuesday for the Coachella Valley. As you can see, Tuesday's estimates keeps it all to the west of us and over the ocean. As far as surface moisture, yeah, a touch of humidity will be with us the next few days. Dew points in the 50s, spiking to around 60 degrees on Wednesday. The driest day will be on Thursday before those numbers move back up. Winds not an issue today. They get a little breezy Tuesday, more so Wednesday, Thursday, but only in the wind-prone areas. Temps on Tuesday, 102 degrees in Palm Springs, 103 Indio, 104 under mostly cloudy skies. That'll be in Palm Desert. 97 degrees Tuesday, tomorrow at Cabazon. 29 Palms, 99, and about the same range of temps on Wednesday, maybe a little extra sunshine too, partly cloudy skies. Narda, the latest named storm in the northeast Pacific. It's a tropical storm right now, packing winds of 45 miles an hour. The waters are very warm, mid 80 degrees sea surface temps. As it makes its way to the west, it'll become a hurricane tomorrow. Cat 2 storm by Wednesday, then it moves over cooler waters by the end of the week and begins to fall apart. Comfort Air, 70 forecast, upper 90s today, just above 100 degrees Tuesday. Wednesday, 101 for Palm Springs, 98, slightly drier Thursday.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety.
Tis Monday. Hashtag holiday calendar and pop quiz. Chris is here joining us. He'll have the road conditions in just a little bit. Of course, Mary and the guys in the control room. I got a couple questions for you at home as well. What's going on today, Monday, September 22nd, 2025, brought to you by One Coachella Valley. National Centenarians Day is today. Yeah, today we celebrate everyone who's been on the planet 100 years or more.
All right.
Yeah, we salute you. And this is kind of interesting. Here are the 3 actors who are centenarians. June Lockhart, famous for Lassie and Lost in Space. June hit 100 degrees last June. Ava Marie Saint, she was in the movies On the Waterfront, North by Northwest, 36 Hours.
Wow.
I love that movie. All 3 of those are great. She turned 101 July 4th.
Wow.
And Karen Marshdahl.
Yes, we
here in
love
the Coachella
Karen.
Valley, yes. She lives in Palm Desert. She was involved in The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind. She turned 106 on April 6th. And we
she looks
salute you
great.
all. Yes,
Yeah,
she
her
does.
son says she's doing really well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, very
job.
good. Yes, so we salute all you. National White Chocolate Day is today because white chocolate does not contain cocoa solids. Cocoa?
Cacao, yeah, well,
Yeah, solids, right? It's not really considered chocolate, but we love it anyway, right?
Yeah.
I love white chocolate. International Hobbit Day. If you're familiar with the novel, you may know Bilbo and Frodo's birthdays are on September 22nd of the Third Age.
Oh, really?
Hobbits.
Good to know.
And National Dear Diary Day is today. Yeah, you write down things throughout your life to keep a diary?
Yeah, yes. I have my whole life.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Soon
good.
to be a book.
Soon to be a book, yes. It actually transitioned to things I want my daughter to know as she gets older.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a history of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, diary, our key question word in today's pop quiz. Here's the first of 2. The Diary of a Young Girl is a book featuring the journal kept by teenager Anne Frank while she was in hiding for 2 years with her family at a time when Adolf Hitler and the Nazis were persecuting and murdering Jewish populations in Europe. In what city did the Frank family take refuge between 1942 and 1944? Is it A, Amsterdam, B, Brussels, or C, Copenhagen?
Gosh, I was just telling my daughter that we need to read this book together. I remember reading it way back in the day,
Sure.
so shoot. Gosh, was that a hint?
No?
Darn it. I'm going to say
Copenhagen. Chris, you got that one? You got a B? Okay, control room. A up front. 2 A's up front and a C back front. I got one of each represented here. It's Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Gosh, that was my second guess.
All right. Ruben.
Ooh.
Who else got it right in there? Who was?
Nick. Nick, did you get it right?
Both of you in the front.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nice job.
Very good. Okay, second diary-related question regarding the song Behind Us, okay? In the lyrics of the 1972 Billboard Top 20 hit Diary, the narrator reads his girlfriend's diary only to discover she was writing about another man.
Ooh.
The song Diary is from the album titled Baby, I'ma Want You, which was recorded by this LA soft rock band. Again, it's in the background. A, Bread. B, is it the Carpenters? Or C, Seals and Crofts? Back to the control room.
Ooh, let's hear.
Nick can't play. He's playing the song. He knows what it is. Okay, B. A, B.
Huh, boy. I'm going to go Seals and Crofts.
Okay, Seals and Crofts, C. I thought these were easy ones today.
These
That's
are
Bread.
not
Yes.
easy.
Diary.
Oh, my goodness. I was thinking Bread. Have I ever heard of the band Bread?
You gotta be kidding me.
No. Maybe I can sing their
Okay.
songs, but...
As we go to break, let's listen to a few seconds of Bread. We'll be back in a bit.
Her meaning now is clear to see.
missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Welcome back on this Monday morning, September 22nd. I'm Mary Strong. Thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. Jerry's going to have your AccuWeather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. But first, it's time for Know Before You Go, where we tell you about all the major construction projects going on in the Valley for the week, so you can avoid getting caught in traffic and know before you go. Joining us live from the CV Sync Traffic Management Center once again in Palm Desert is Program Manager Chris Gunterson. Hi, Chris. I hope you had a great weekend. Welcome back here on this beautiful Monday morning. What are some of the areas we should avoid this week?
Good morning, Mary. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been a busy summer, and I'm kind of glad things are starting to slow down. But we still do have a few things happening out there. I'm going to talk about the ones I think are most disruptive. And we're going to start in Rancho Mirage today. They're working on their slurry seal project, which is traveling down Highway 111. They're doing it in sections. They had a little rain last week. It put a little bit of a delay there, but it shouldn't affect the schedule too much. So the project is supposed to finish up on 111 this week. And then on Friday, they're going to move over to Monterey. So that little tiny green stripe over there on the right side of the screen. This is for the southbound lanes between the Whitewater Channel and the Parkview Avenue. So this will be for Friday and Monday of next week. So to avoid that, you want to use Portola, and they do have a website where you can go and get the detailed information. So go ahead and get that information there, and that'll give you all the details. The next thing we're going to look at is Cook Street. Now, this is a project that's been going on for a while, and it's from the Coachella Valley Water District. They're putting down some water lines, repotable water lines down Cook Street. Now, this is from the high school on the other side of the wash all the way up to Hoveley Lane. Now, this has got a couple of signals in red flash. They have changing traffic control. This project is expected to wrap up around the 30th of September, so we're getting close to the finish line on this one. Your alternate route for this one would be Washington or Portola. Again, this is a lot of traffic control, so you want to, as you go through there, be very careful, as it does change as they realign the water lines there. So that's what we have for traffic. And my safety tip for the week is how to maximize the CV Sync system. A lot of people ask me, what is CV Sync? Well, we're synchronizing the major corridors in the valley, and we do that based on speed limit. So if you want to go the speed limit, you have a less likely chance of getting stopped. Now, there is one drawback to synchronization. We do keep the main streets moving, but sometimes the side streets have to wait and the left-hand turns. So be patient, but once you get on the main roads, you should be able to cruise. And of course, go the speed limit, and always put the phone down and slow down.
Great advice as usual, Chris. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you on Monday.
Thank you.
On to some of the stories making headlines this morning. As thousands gathered for Charlie Kirk's memorial, the nation faces tough questions on free speech. Kirk was a staunch advocate for free speech protections, but in the wake of his death, there are new concerns, from the suspension of ABC late-night host Jimmy Kimmel to the new rules at the Pentagon. NBC's Alice Barr has the very latest now from Washington.
This morning, pressing questions from both sides of the aisle about free speech in America, as tens of thousands said goodbye to the murdered conservative activist Charlie Kirk at a public memorial in Arizona.
I will miss him so much, because our marriage and our family were beautiful.
Many, including President Trump, honoring Kirk's commitment to promoting free speech.
It's the right and inheritance of every free American, the greatest legacy of the Enlightenment, and among the most treasured achievements of civilization. We will defend it at all costs.
Now, in the wake of Kirk's assassination, there are new concerns about censorship, thrust to the forefront after ABC indefinitely pulled its late-night host Jimmy Kimmel off air after his comments about Republicans' response to Kirk's murder that led to criticism from the FCC chairman and suggestions of potential action involving the network's license. President Trump has since made similar comments. Lawmakers in both parties weighing in.
The FCC was wrong to weigh in, and I'll fight any attempt by the government to get involved with speech.
Censorship and what we're seeing from the federal government only serves to further divide us and make us less safe.
It comes amid new Defense Department restrictions that journalists can no longer gather or report information, even unclassified, without authorization from the government or risk losing their press credentials. The National Press Club calling it a direct assault on independent journalism, while Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth argued the press does not run the Pentagon, the people do. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, over the weekend, Governor Gavin Newsom signed 5 bills into law for the protection of the state's immigrant communities. The historic package pushes back against the Trump administration's secret police tactics in California by prohibiting federal officers, including ICE, from wearing masks and hiding their identities from the public. With these laws, there are now expectations for officers to help people get safe, including protecting student information, classrooms, emergency rooms, and non-public areas in hospitals. Federal law enforcement will now require a judicial warrant or court order to access those areas going forward. The Justice Department reportedly closed a probe into President Trump's border czar for accepting a bag of cash by undercover FBI agents last September. That's according to a report from the New York Times. The Times is reporting the $50,000 payment came from a probe that was not targeting Tom Homan. The report says Homan was investigated for potential bribery and other crimes after he agreed to help the undercover agent secure government contracts in a second Trump administration. The agents were posing as businessmen. The Times reported investigators began looking into him after the original target suggested a payment to Homan could lead to federal border security contracts. Interestingly enough, the Justice Department shut down the case after Trump began his second term. Some big changes are in the works for millions of TikTok users, with a deal to let the app keep operating in the United States with a couple of key changes and the family behind Fox potentially getting involved. Here's NBC's Maya Anglin with details.
TikTok users bracing for what's next.
I think my biggest fear is just, okay, we all have to migrate to a new app.
As the White House outlines what a new U.S.-controlled app could look like and who could be involved. President Trump suggesting the Murdochs will have a role.
Really great people, very prominent people, and they're also American patriots.
A source familiar tells NBC News that Lachlan Murdoch would not be involved in the TikTok deal individually, but that Fox Corp would serve a role. Murdoch officially took over Fox Corp and News Corp earlier this month. The deal would spin off the popular social media app from Chinese ownership. A U.S. version would be majority owned and controlled by Americans, and Americans would hold 6 of the 7 board positions. The U.S. would also control the app's algorithm, curating what content shows up on the feeds of over 170 million users in this country.
It is by far the most valuable piece of TikTok. If you've ever been on TikTok, you see how you can shape it, how it can shape you.
How do you think the user experience is going to change if this deal does go through?
Well, like you're talking about a new app. A new app could be a little bit of a frustration for some people.
TikTok briefly shut down in the U.S. in January over a bipartisan law passed last year by then President Biden, banning the app unless it was sold to an American company. The White House says this deal is expected to be signed with China in the coming days, with the clock ticking to finalize it before a mid-December deadline. Maya Eaglin, NBC News.
It's It's time now for Your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. We've got more recalls from Costco to tell you about this morning. More than 3,000 pounds of the Kirkland Signature Ahi Tuna Wasabi Poke were being recalled because of a potential listeria contamination. The recalled products have a sell-by date of September 22nd. They were sold at Costco deli stations on September 18th in more than 30 states. The FDA says Annecy Foods Group initiated the recall after a supplier announced the green onions used in the products tested positive for listeria. No illnesses have been reported to date. If you bought the product, you should throw it away and contact the store for a full refund. California lawmakers continue to take steps to ban the use of forever chemicals in cooking products. Olivia Gonzalez-Britt has more on that story for us.
They've become a kitchen staple for many.
That's just our go-to pan. Yeah.
An easy way to flip an egg or stir fry without the mess.
Cast iron is too heavy. I can use aluminum. It takes a lot of extra lubricant to keep the things from sticking.
But the convenience of non-stick pans comes with a harmful cost. And now state lawmakers have passed a bill to ban products made with PFAs, widely known as forever chemicals. The bill now heading to Governor Gavin Newsom's desk.
We go out of our way to stay healthy. So, to eat the right foods, to exercise, to not use environmentally dangerous things. And I never thought about the pans, to tell you the truth.
So what are PFAs? They're chemicals used to make products water resistant or nonstick. But the worry is that the actual chemical doesn't break down easily.
We are now finding it just about everywhere. We're finding it in water sources, we're finding it in food chains, and even in humans.
If Governor Newsom signs the bill, California would begin phasing out PFAs in consumer products. By 2028, food packaging and plastic foodware would be banned. By 2030, cookware with PFAs, like some nonstick pans, would also be off store shelves.
They have been associated with certain cancers, like kidney and testicular cancer.
Removal of that would be wonderful because there are actually healthy options. And if the others are removed, then just helps us all in general.
The governor has until October 12th to take action. For ABC 10 News, I'm Olivia Gonzalez-Britt.
Well, earlier we showed you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley, and I told you I'd show you the photo again and give you a little hint before we reveal it at the end of our broadcast. So let me show you that photo. Here's the hint. Manny the Movie Guy showed you an event that took place here last week. Think about it. We'll tell you more about this special location coming up later in our broadcast. Next on your morning news, Caitlin Kelly has a recap of all the sports highlights from this past week. But first, we're going to head back to Jerry in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in your forecast. Lots of clouds still out there, Jerry.
Well, it's not here yet, but it's on its way. Yeah, it felt like autumn yesterday with the cloud cover, and it'll feel that way again today. But it's still technically a summer. Autumn begins at 11:19 this morning. Hello, fall. Full forecast into the first week of fall next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a plate. Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry.
Like yesterday, streams of clouds moving over Southern California and the Coachella Valley. As you look at our Agua Caliente casino cam, little patches of blue every once in a while, but clouds will be the main story today. Now, yesterday, by radar, it looked like a lot of rain moved over Southern California. This goes back to yesterday, but a lot of it, actually most of it, did not reach the ground. A lot of virga out there. We did get a little bit of rain in Palm Springs this morning around 5 a.m., just a few light showers, and then about a tenth of an inch yesterday at 5 p.m., also in Palm Springs. That was all the measurable rain we picked up. Anyway, 92 degrees yesterday. The clouds keeping us below normal. We should be around 100 degrees this time of year. Lots of 70s in the valley under mostly cloudy skies, and winds under 10 miles an hour should not be an issue today. They'll stay light. You can see that stream of moisture moving its way from the Pacific Ocean over northwest Mexico, Southern California into Arizona. That's where the rain is. But again, we could see some virga a little later on today. This is radar right now. Nothing over the Coachella Valley. We do have some rain moving its way towards San Diego County. Already getting some showers there, especially in the mountains. And you can see that stream moving its way into Arizona. Even some thunderstorms associated with that system as it moves over our neighboring state. But that's where the bulk of the moisture will be today. We'll get some rain in Southern California, mostly Imperial and San Diego counties. Not a whole heck of a lot for us. Here's a look at the HRRR, the short range, often updated computer model, looking at rain this morning and afternoon. You can see a few smattering of showers over the area, but not a whole heck of a lot for us in the Coachella Valley. Again, a few sprinkles maybe on the southeast end of the valley a little later on this afternoon. The ensemble forecast degrees, a little bit in the mountains, but not much at all. Clouds and a lot of virga today. 97 degrees for a high in Palm Springs this afternoon under mostly cloudy skies. 99 at Indio, 100 degrees at Palm Desert, 93 at Cabazon, overnight lows in the 70s. Pretty close to normal there with some clouds overhead. Tuesday, tomorrow, 101 to 105. The numbers do go up at or slightly above normal. We'll see some sunshine, but still lots of clouds moving in and out of the area. We'll call it hot and humid tomorrow. And as far as rain Tuesday, nothing for us in Southern California. Got to look to the north and west of us for precipitation Tuesday. Surface moisture, yeah, the humidity levels are up a little bit. Matter of fact, dew points in the 50s, a little higher on Wednesday, with middle of the day relative humidity in the 20 percentile range. That dries out a little bit as we move into Wednesday, but moves up as we move toward the end of the week. And winds not an issue at all today. They do become a little bit of a breeze on Tuesday, more so Wednesday and Thursday, but only in the wind-prone areas. Talking temps, Tuesday, temps above 100 degrees for the Coachella Valley. Still some clouds with those numbers, 90s up north and to our west. And then on Wednesday, basically the same, at or slightly above 100 degrees for the Coachella Valley Wednesday afternoon. Okay, Narda, our latest named storm. It's a tropical storm, 45-mile-an-hour winds moving its way to the west. It's expected to become a hurricane tomorrow. The waters are very warm, mid-80 degrees sea surface temps, Category 2 storm by Wednesday into Thursday. Then it begins to slowly weaken, staying over the open waters of the Pacific. Comfort Air 7-day forecast on this first day of autumn starts at 11:19. 97 degrees today for Palm Springs, mostly cloudy skies, a sprinkle maybe. Tuesday, 102, 101 Wednesday, lots of sunshine Thursday, slightly drier air. And then we move into the weekend with temps in the 90s.
Coming up here on Today, an American icon, Priscilla Presley, will be here live in Studio 1A talking about her very personal new memoir, pulling back the curtain on life after Elvis and the other loves and losses that have shaped her journey. We'll have that for you this morning on Today.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter.
And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Welcome back. I'm Caitlin Kelly coming at you from inside 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Palm Springs. Now, this week was an absolute showcase for so much sports across the Coachella Valley. We had high school football and we even had some super exciting boxing over the weekend presented by Golden Boy Boxing. In case you missed it, here's a quick recap of all the exciting sports that happened across the valley over the week. It was a busy week of sports right here in the Coachella Valley. We start under the Friday Night Lights, where two teams remain perfect on the season in the Desert Empire League. Palm Springs High School closed out their non-league slate with a 22-14 win over Yucaipa. After a bye this week, they'll open league play against fellow undefeated La Quinta in what's expected to be a Desert Empire League showdown. Meanwhile, Indio High School picked up their first win of the season. The Rajas rallied after falling behind early, shutting out San Gorgonio in the second half. Damian Dorinzi led the way with 3 touchdowns to help Indio break through. And from the gridiron to the ring, Fantasy Springs and Golden Boy took center stage Saturday night. The main event saw Puerto Rico's Oscar Colasso retain his titles. But a surprising corner stoppage left fans debating the finish. But the night belonged to Coachella Valley's own Gabriela Fundora. She dominated Canadian challenger Alexis Kubicki, earning a TKO in the 7th round to remain undefeated at 17-0. Now, as I mentioned, a lot of exciting sports happened this past week, and there's even more exciting sports coming up this week. And of course, in case you missed it, we also have the latest episode of Firebirds Off the Ice, hosted by our very own Tim O'Brien. All you have to do is go onto the NBC Palm Springs website, find the Off the Ice tab, and you'll get in on all the action on the Firebirds. That'll do it for sports. I'm Caitlin Kelly.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
A new adult animated series streaming on Netflix takes place at a very haunted hotel. Rick Damigella has details.
Get her down! So I've been on hold, and now my sister is full-on possessed.
You know what? I will ask her. Mom, was Esther baptized?
No!
Got it.
Guests, or rather ghosts, check in the animated comedy Haunted Hotel.
I run a haunted hotel. Oh! Where you're now trapped as a ghost with dozens of other ghosts.
It's about a family, a single mom with 2 kids who is trying to run this very haunted, cursed, and otherwise attacked hotel with the help of her ghost brother. And they don't see eye to eye on anything. And yeah, we're just using the world of that show to run through a bunch of horror and be inspired by it to tell emotional family stories that are hopefully also a lot of fun.
Are they trying to scare me or is that regular booing?
It's a bit of both.
My character does not know what she's getting into. And then she's running a hotel with her dead brother and a ton of other ghosts. And so she's just learning along the way. And yeah, it's kind of a massive mirror to what she needs to grow and change into and accept and loosen up about.
He's a demon trapped in the body of a little boy from the 1700s.
This vessel requires Fruit Loops.
Occasionally, he gets a little point of view of what it might be like to really enjoy being on Earth and with a family. And those are the moments that really kind of stand out. But generally, he's there to criticize and to demand.
Scary, but fun scary.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Well, if you'd like more information on the stories we're airing in our broadcasts this morning, you can go to our new website on NBCPalmSprings.com. You're going to find our top stories and breaking news right there on our homepage. And we've got a newsroom tab where all of our stories and community events are organized by date. Now let's take a live look outside of your Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. We're going to be right back with a recap of your forecast and reveal our Where in the Valley special location. You're watching NBC Palm Springs in the morning. Stay right here.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry.
It's time now to reveal our special location for our broadcast. Did you guess where this is? Have you been to a show here?
No.
I don't think I have either. This is the Annenberg Theater inside the Palm Springs Art Museum in Palm Springs.
Oh, yeah.
It's where Manny the Movie Guy went last week to see Kiss of the Spider Woman. And it's an amazing venue with all sorts of live entertainment as well as movie screenings. I need to check that out. It looks really cool.
Yeah, been a while, so I didn't
Has it?
recognize it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
got to refamiliarize my mind with that
That's
space.
right.
It's nice. Anyway, today we're going to see temperatures that are slightly below normal, some clouds, maybe a sprinkle later on today. 96 to 100 with those highs.
And we'll have more news coming your way at 11 for your mid.